You're listening to WNHHLP 103.5 FM, streaming live at newhavenindependent.org. Welcome back to the second hour of LoveBabz, LoveTalk. I'm Babz Rawls-Ivy. Thank you, Paul Bass, for Word on the Street. Beautiful brother who is a personal trainer and his cute baby. Although a lot of the audio didn't come through, but that's all right because you'll get a good story. You can read all about it in New Haven Independent. So, hey, it's happening in Georgia. I hope y'all in Georgia who listen to me, and there are a few people in Georgia who do listen. Make sure you tap on your neighbor's door and make sure they go vote today. If you have not already early voted, listen, you got to get people to the polls and tell people to bring their own water too, because you can't give no water in Georgia or no sustenance or whatsoever. So bring your own water bottles and get yourselves to the polls and be prepared to stand in line forever and a day, because the Republicans is cheating and they love to cheat. And the only way that they can win is to cheat. There's no sport in the history of the world where you could get away with cheating the way that these Republicans do. Well, perhaps the Russians, because they cheat, change their name, come back and cheat some more. Woo! So I had to keep up with the, I tell you what, I got to keep up with the World Cup. I'm going to try to catch some of these early games, and I'm going to go sit at the cannon and catch me an early game. I need to be sitting in the seat and catching me some LSAT study, but I'm going to get to it. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. So anyway, so yeah, my friends in Georgia, do the right thing. Do the right thing. Carla L. Jackson has been appointed Assistant Dean and General Manager at the David Geffen School of Drama at Yale Repertory Theater. High five, girl, high five. So maybe I'll try to get her on and she could talk about, the direction she wants to see this theater go in while she's there. And what her aim is. So we'll see. Maybe I can get her on and talk to her a little bit about that. So listen, we're in the season of giving and thanks, and let's try to stay in that spirit. Because I know the other day we went in, and Harry and I went in, it was a little depressing. So we're going to try to keep it jolly. Ho, 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 ho. Even though the world is trash, we are going to find good things in the world. We're going to look high and low for the stories of joy and happiness, redemption, and all the things. That's what we're going to do. So I'm tasking Harry with finding good stories. Now, Harry walks a fine line with this. I don't think he's quite there with the story he told the other day, but I will say it's on the right track. So we are going to find good stories so that we can uplift and find some joy, because it's hard out here for a pimp when you ain't got no money for the rent. So let's all do our part and bring some jolliness to the world. I mean, come on, y'all. We could do this. We could do this. So we could do this. We can do this. And this is the season for magic and miracles, and we have to sort of see it that way. So I hope that y'all join us as we try to find these stories of uplift and joy and all the things. And one of the things that I do like is Humans of New York. I don't know if you follow them on Facebook or if you know of them, but there's always such good stories. And they have a whole book out with a collection of stories that they've compiled over the, I guess, year or so. But there's some good stories there. And if you've not read them, if you've not followed them on Facebook, that there's some good heartwarming stories. And these people come through some tough things, But it began as a photography project in 2010. And the initial goal was to photograph 10,000 New Yorkers on the street and create an exhaustive catalog of the city's inhabitants. Somewhere along the way, The photographer began to interview subjects in addition to photographing them. And alongside their portraits, he'd include quotes and short stories from their lives. I guess it caught on because taken together, these portraits and captions became the subject of a vibrant blog, HONY, Humans of New York, and now has over 20 million followers on social media and provides a worldwide audience with daily glimpses into the lives of strangers on the streets of New York City. Not unlike Word on the Street here in New Haven. Not unlike, because Paul is doing the same thing. You know, he takes a picture, he captures their story, and he posts it. So so it could really be Humans of New Haven, right? Humans of New Haven by way of Word on the Street. So it has over 20 million followers on social media and provides a worldwide audience with daily glimpses into the lives of strangers on the streets of New York. And over the past 5 years, it has also expanded to feature stories from over 20 different countries. The work is also featured in 2 best-selling books, Humans of New York and Humans of New York Stories. Yes, so yeah. So I follow it because it's amazing. Sometimes the stories are long that they do them in parts. You know, you have to go back and find the parts, which is a good use of your time, I think. But I've learned so many things about so many different people. And, you know, and I don't suggest people read these stories I don't want to be exploitive in the sense that I want people to read these stories and be like, damn, their life is terrible, so it makes my life feel better. That's not the damn point. What I want you to do is read the stories and be like, let me count my blessings. Let me count my blessings. That's how you take it, right? Not like you're comparing your life to theirs or you have it differently or better or whatever, but just like, you know what? They're surviving, I'm surviving. That's how you look at it. So let me count my blessings. So I've been following along for Humans in New York, and there's a book out. And I wanted the book at the beginning, but now it's on sale for like pennies somewhere. But the book is in stores and stuff like that. So there's Humans of New York, Humans of New York Stories. So if you have a mind, you know, go just follow their Facebook page, and there's so many good stories that just speak to the tenacity of the human heart and people's real desire to get out of situations, to move forward, to chase their dreams, to live a different way, to just be present. And I love these stories so much. So I think that's what we're doing with Word on the Street. We're giving you a little bit of slice of what it means to be on the ground in New Haven. You get a glimpse of people. And we talk to all kinds of people. I mean, we talk to the scientists who got the world thinking about checking sewer water for COVID. Like we talk to that guy. You know, we talk to the women who walk in Egerton Park every day, and they're friends, and they walked each other through cancer, through divorce, through retirement, through all kinds of things. We've talked to them, right? We've talked to the brother who is spying on the birds and insects and all that kind of stuff. You know, unlike the brother in New York who some white woman ran up on him and accused him of whatever. This brother was fine in the park. Nobody accused him of anything in New Haven. So we've been talking to a lot of good people. I mean, we get to talk to people who have come here for various reasons and made it their home. People who have come here and just like the vibe of the city and the energy of the city. You know, people that come from places that are desperate and dangerous. So, hey, I'm just happy. So I want you to just, our Word on the Street is our Humans of New York. That's the point that I'm making. That you get a little slice of New Haven when you check out, and you can read about it. Paul writes up a beautiful story about these people every day. Every day there's a piece, and I dare say we should collect them all and put them into a volume. I think that's the next order of business. And we should just collect all these stories and put them in a volume and sell them. Because these stories are amazing and the pictures are always great. And I love it because I love my city so much. I love New Haven so much. That's why, I need somebody to run for mayor. You see what I did there? I need somebody to run for mayor. This is an exciting city and a world-class city. And we need an exciting mayor and a world-class mayor. Somebody, won't you come? Won't you come? Won't you come? Won't you come? I'm doing an altar call for mayor. Won't you come? Won't you come? Now I'm gonna have to start singing I don't believe he brought me this far to leave me. See, that's the altar call right there. I'm true to my Pentecostal roots, although I don't go to Pentecostal churches anymore. One, they stay in church too damn long. Two, I'm not fit. I'm too much for the world. I'm too much for the world. I'm too much for the world. Hey, Kentulo, thanks for listening to me out there in sunny California, where there ain't no good pizza, and you can't tell me there is. Because every time somebody from California comes to New Haven and have pizza, they're like, oh my God, this is pizza. Yes, baby. Only in New Haven you get good pizza. I don't care what you heard in New York. New Haven has the best pizza. And I can't even eat pizza like that. Like I go to the places that make good vegan pizza in the same breath that they make, all the other pizza. So I'm just telling you, I know what I know. I know what I know. I know what I know. So yeah. So yeah. I think that's what we should do, Paul. We should collect all our word on the street and make a volume for next year and put them in a book and peddle it. Honestly, and we could have a forward by somebody, and you could talk and I could talk, and we could take, we could just have it could be a thing, word on the street, a little slice of New Haven, the people who we don't see, the people that we don't see on a regular basis, the people that we do see but we don't see. I like that idea. I'm telling you. Well, who said it? Walt Disney. I'm full of 1,000, 2,000 ideas every morning before noon. 10,000 ideas. I think Walt Disney said that. Somebody famous said it. I'm stealing it. I'm co-opting it. I want to say Dr. Seuss, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'm going to look it up. I think it belongs to I want to say, A Slice of New Haven is a great title for the book. Yes, I think so too, Kentulo. Get it? Pizza reference. Da 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 da. Tell you, I'm thinking. So, I'm full of ideas before noon. Before noon, I get it in. I'm always thinking. So, this morning I was up early, but I didn't get out of bed. I stayed in the bed and lingered a bit. And I've got to stop lingering. I have to actually get up and do something. So my goal is to get up and work out or something. Ugh. I hate when I go down this rabbit hole. So I have to figure this out because I go back and see my surgeon I think in a month or so. And I would like to be down a little bit of pounds just so he can shut up. No, but really, seriously. I like to chase a little health, a little better health. How about that? Chase a little bit better health. That's the idea. So we'll see what we do. We'll see what we can get into. Let's see what we can get into. Why do I have all the Havana Jazz Fest in my phone? Oh, I wish I could go. If somebody has $4,000, I'd take it. Because I would love to go to the Havana Jazz Festival. I would. It's only a week. I could do it. Just don't have it. I don't have that kind of money. I don't have that kind of money on top of going to Morocco for my 60th birthday. That's my point. That's my issue. If I wasn't going to Morocco, I would spend my money in Havana. But I'm going to Morocco with 20, 25 of my good friends. I got my tea this morning in my fabulous mug. Can you see it? I love this mug. Somebody gave it to me for my birthday. And I just love it. I just love Black Girl Magic. And it just says, enjoy your life. Be your best you. Dare to be different. Natural beauty. Do you love? See, it's all on the back. I love it. And it's deep. It's a deep mug too. Like I like a deep mug. But this tea is hot as all get up. So I have to blow on it a little bit. And so yeah, I think we can make that work. I'm gonna pitch it to Paul. I think he's listening. If you're listening, Paul, Slice of New Haven. That's the word on the street for this book that we're oh, I hope Frankie Beverly, if I just saw your text, I hope Frankie Beverly was listening to me this morning because happy birthday, 75. I don't know what I'll be doing at 75. I hope I'm still walking. Oh, Lord have mercy. Let me just get to 60, beautiful people. I like to get to 60. I'm the way the world is, the way my life is set up, I'm going to take it at 1 year at a time. I want to get to 60. How about that? I tell you, I had so much anxiety getting to 58 because my mother passed at 57. And so I had so much anxiety up to 57. And when I got past 57, I was like, oh my God. But now I'm racing towards 60 and happy to do it. So happy to do it. And now that I got these new hips and I'm walking so much better now. Like, when I was going through this and the last hip that was done, I was so concerned that it wasn't getting better as fast as I wanted it to. And I was concerned that my body was starting to reject it because there's always a possibility. Yes, we're going to be living in another country at 75. Damn right. We're going to be living in another country. So I was always thinking, I was like, oh God, because the left hip, when it got done, the left hip was the worst hip and it got done first. And I rebounded rather quickly from that. The second hip, the right hip, I didn't rebound as fast. It just hurt for longer. And I was concerned and they were concerned. They were like, oh, we may have to go back in. I was like, oh my God. And then the next thing I know, I turned the corner and all the pain went away. I was like, okay. God heard my cries. He was like, can't let this stupid girl go back under the knife for this. She won't survive. I damn sure wouldn't have. Woo! So anyway, so now I'm up and walking better. And, I was with my trainer, Robert, the other day because I went to his cigar party in Hastings on the Hudson. It was lovely. And, he's lost weight too. He's lost 40 pounds, 50 pounds or whatever. And I never thought he was overweight to begin with, but he felt some kind of way about it. But when he put his picture side by side, I was like, okay, I see the chunkiness. But he's done trimmed down. He's looking a little hot. He's looking like a hottie. Go ahead, trainer. I see you. Get you somebody new. And but it was fun to hang out with him. I've never hung out with him socially. So it was a treat. It was a real treat. Although we didn't drive in the fancy car. Because he was like, the fancy car don't come out in bad weather. Men in their cars, man. Men in their fancy cars, they don't play. So, but anyway, it was good to hang out with him. But I am going to go back to the gym because I actually like weight training. Like I like it. I like it. I like it. I like getting stronger. And for a while there, I was doing very well. But then I had to shut it all down because they didn't want me doing anything until we got these hips healed. So now I could go back. I just can't do deep squats. Deep squats are out of the question. But I can do everything else. So I can squat. I just can't do deep squats. But I want to chase those Michelle Obama arms. I don't know if I'll get a flat tummy because, I'm round and portly. I'm sort of like let's see, I'm sort of like Alfred Hitchcockish. I'm just round and portly. I'm just round. Good evening. I'm like round and portly. So listen, it is what it is. I'm portly. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how much work I have to do to be unportly. I mean, I know I was an athlete for years and years and years. I was an athlete for the better part of my life growing up. So the body has memory, the muscle has memory. So if I applied myself and made working out my only bitch, then I probably could get somewhere. But life is tricky like this. You have lots of things. I cannot make working out my bitch. I have so many other things to do. So at best, I give it 45 minutes to an hour a day. So that's what I'm shooting for that. I'm gonna shoot for that. Because I the weight that I took off to have the surgery, I don't put back plus a little bit more, and they kind of figured that would happen, but now they just want me to get back to pre-surgery weight. I was like, I like to get back to pre-surgery weight too, because I'm just round and portly. round and portly. I need somebody to make that into a beat. Oh, round and portly. And now that Harry that lost all this weight and weighs way less than I do and looks really, really good, I was like, wow. Like, Harry looks amazing. So anyway, but he did it. So I just got to buckle down and get into it. I started working on my space. So my dining room, as y'all know, is my closet. My dining room is my closet for the moment. So I need to make it look more closety so that it's an easier deal. Because I have a lot of clothes. And when I took this apartment, it was the intention to make my second bedroom my entire closet. That was the plan. But then, the plan changes. Kids come back and, getting themselves together and, saving their money. And at some point, I'll retake my second bedroom back and it'll become my closet. But for now, my closet is my dining room and my living room is my living room. I gotta get rid of that sectional. So I have to pull out. So I have my brother come and take this damn sectional out. But not yet, because the second daughter is back, or temporarily, because issues. And that's where we are. So that's my life. So my dining room is my closet, literally. Racks of clothes in my dining room. Racks. I have a lot of clothes. And I used to model. So over the years, I just accumulated stuff. And I rotate things. I don't wear everything all at once. No, who does that? And what is old is new again. I mean, it just comes back around. And I have nice things. I mean, I invest in good. Now, yeah, I've got some cheap, trendy pieces, because you buy cheap, trendy pieces unless it's something that is trendy but has classic lines and you want to keep, so you'll invest in that for the season and it'll come back around. But for like the just cheesy little cheap stuff, I don't have a whole lot of that kind of stuff. But I have a lot of really nice things. I have 2 tuxedos, a black one and a navy one. I have lots of sequins, lots of gowns, I just have lots of stuff. So anyway, my dining room is my closet. Lots of shoes. I have lots of shoes. I don't rival Imelda Marcos. Y'all remember Imelda Marcos? I don't rival her. I might run up on Sarah Jessica Parker. No, I don't think so, because she likes some Manolo Blahniks and Jimmy Choos, and my wallet won't go that deep. Nope. My money. But I don't buy cheap shoes either, so there's that. But I don't buy expensive shoes. Like, I don't own a $200 shoe. I don't own a $200 shoe. Now, I own a $100 shoe. I own 70, I'm in that $50 to $75 range of prices I'll pay for shoes. And it's got to be something really spectacular for me to pay $100. Like it has to be like a Cole Haan, you know. But and I don't even pay that much because I always find them on sale somewhere. So if I find a Cole Haan on sale, I'm buying it. Just because I like the quality of their shoes. You know, I've got a couple of pairs and Cole Haan sandals, which are a little bit of high heel, which I haven't been. I have a Cole Haan ankle boot that I'm dying to wear. I don't think it's gonna see the light of day this season. I think I'll still have to hold it for next season because I don't think I'm steady enough for that height. I've been wearing my boots, heeled boots, but not high heel boots. I'm not ready for that yet. So, well, we'll keep at it. I'll keep at it. We'll see. So when I get off air, I'm going to check who's playing soccer, football, check that schedule. I'm going to check what's going on in Georgia and see what's going on. I want to see, I'm going to turn to CNN. I know somebody's on the ground there. And every time I think about Herschel Walker, it just drives me absolutely mad. Like, it just drives me mad. And I watched some white guy on CNN the other day talk about why he liked Herschel Walker because he espouses his values. And I'm looking at this, and I'm thinking to myself, this is why I could never do broadcast news. I would be the worst person to do the news. I would be the worst because I would just look at them and think, are you out of your mind? It would be like, bleep, bleep, mind. I'd be fired. Because I was like, are you kidding me? And then I'd get into an argument and they'd be like, Babz, you can't argue with the net. You can't argue for the network. Why not? Somebody should. You know what I need these news people to say? You are stupid. That's what I want. I want somebody. And Don Lemon was pretty damn close. Don Lemon was pretty close to saying, you're an idiot. I need him to say that. So, somebody's calling me. Somebody's calling me again. I was like, you got 10 minutes. You call me back at 11. Don't call me now. I cannot talk to you now. What a day. What a day. What a life. What a life. What a world. What a world. I would be terrible at broadcast news. I would never, my face, first of all, I don't have resting bitch face. So my face would just contort and you would see disdain, displeasure, disgust. You would just see it on my face. There's no makeup for that. I would not be able to contain myself. And even if I could contain myself, my eyes would roll so far back in my head that someone would have to hit me in my back to shake them forward. That's how bad I would be at broadcast news. I just couldn't sit there and listen to people be stupid. I just couldn't do it. I cannot do it. I can barely do it on the radio. And I don't talk to stupid people on the radio. As you can tell from the guests that I have on, I have pretty damn good guests. None of them are stupid. None of them say ridiculous things. I mean, one or two say ridiculous things, but in the overall context of things, I could live with that. I could live with a little stupidity. I cannot live with a whole lot of stupidity. That's why I wouldn't be good at news. I wouldn't be able to do it. I wouldn't be doing it. I tell you what I would be good at though. I'd like to do remember Joan Rivers used to do fashion roundup. I would do fashion roundup, but I wouldn't be mean. Like she was a little too mean she was kind of mean on some things. Not all the time, but she was a little cutting on some things. But she had impeccable taste. So, honestly, you can say whatever you want. She had impeccable taste. She knew the assignment. She'd always dress well. So she had good taste, and I admire her for her taste. So anyway, I have to tell you, I found before I go, I found a really great cocktail. I was over at my favorite haunt wine thief. I was picking up a bottle of wine. And I picked up a wonderful Argentinian Cabernet, a Pasha, a little higher than the price point than I would like, but the label was so pretty. but I didn't drink that last night. I picked up two ready-made cocktails. I picked up Drink Mechanic, which comes in a 4-pack cans, and it's a mezcal cocktail. And then I picked up a margarita jalapeno cocktail by another outfit. The margarita jalapeno cocktail was a little too sweet, it has stevia in it. I don't like sweet cocktails, right? Like, that's not my thing. You know, I don't like I like maybe a hint, but that was just way too sweet for me. But the Drink Mechanic cocktail, the mezcal, it was hitting on all cylinders. And I'm gonna go back and let them know I really like that. I think I'm gonna keep that in the fridge. I'm just gonna keep them in the fridge because it was just way too good. It was just way too good. So that's all I'm gonna say. So if you want to know about it, it's up on my Facebook page if you follow me. And everybody doesn't follow me because I got more people sitting in my queue than I got in my friend feed. I just don't like all those people looking. There's too many people. Too many people. So anyway, that's where it's at. So I enjoyed that mezcal cocktail. And I've never had a mezcal cocktail. I like mezcal all on its own with a little lime in it, you know, twisted lime. I like it over ice. So I like it. So to have it as a cocktail was really, really refreshing because I like that smoky flavor of the mezcal. So I was quite impressed. So now I'm like, I need people to make me mezcal cocktails everywhere we go. I mean, I've had a couple of mezcal cocktails out and about, and I like them. So because I like tequila, so there's that. But now I'm into this whole clean tequila thing. You know, it has to be clean, like not that Casamigos mess. And I knew why. Now I understand why I was liking Casamigos, because it has so many additives for the flavor, that, you know, artificial vanilla, lots of sugar. So yeah, I think I was digging that. And it wasn't terribly sweet to me, but it had a hint of, like when you drink rum, had that little flavor to it. But now that I know better, I'm not drinking any of that stuff. That's celebrity stuff. Y'all can have it. I want really clean tequilas. Clean, additive-free, agave, 100% agave, made by Mexicans, owned by Mexicans. That's the only tequila I want. That's it. Y'all can have everything else. So I'm on my way out. I'll be back tomorrow slinging my own brand of whatever this is. And Paul will be back too with Word on the Street. And Harry will show up at some point. They probably got him working like a Hebrew slave behind the scenes. So anyway, y'all have a good day. Be safe out there. And I'll be back tomorrow. Harry, I want to play some music. Bye.
So easy to explode when the world's so numb, it's confusion. Can the world save faces, still so addicted? Busy acquiring materialistics, apples with value but no nutrition. Watching reality stars turn to misfits, when in reality girls are going missing. Souls lost who say the drugs and addiction. The north and south are still so distant. Need a bigger knife to cut through the tension. How about the fact that you can't see through it? Never mattered in the past, feel the blast of the truth coming back to retract what you knew, but you never had a path to pursue.